Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Prime Time on EA Sports. Tonight's a pair of NFC foes squaring off. It's the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers. Here's Brandon McManus to get this one going. Monday Night Prime Time is underway. Xavier Gipson now to return. All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by the newly minted Super Bowl champion, now in his 6th season, Jalen Hurts.
Kate, it's not often that we talk about quarterbacks having a nose for the end zone in football. It's usually reserved for the running backs. But Jalen Hurts has changed that conversation. He has so much power, so much strength. You get him into the short yardage situations or around the goal line, he finds a way to get in. But it's not just there. He's got a deep ball that's the envy of many. He's elevated his teammates around him. And he's got a skill set that I know a lot of quarterbacks would sure love to have.
Was Devontae Smith the intended receiver? And that'll bring up 2nd down. He had him, Brock. Throw was on target. Gotta help your guy out early in the game, right?
Yeah, it's not on the quarterback. I think we can all see that. That was a catchable ball. But I've got a feeling he'll volunteer to take some of the blame anyway. That's just the way he's wired.
2nd down. Hurts throwing again. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Third and 4 coming up now. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. He has the first over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
That's good for the Eagles. 1st down.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the 1st down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That's another Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
1st and 10 from the 41. They send him left out of the slot. It's Hurts once again. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8. 2nd down. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Motion man right is Smith. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down. You know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass and similar down in distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Opening script working gangbusters so far. 1st and 10 now at the 29. Sending a receiver left. 1st down, and they go right back to him. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Well, half the hay is in the barn when you get 5 on 1st down, and now they're in such a good spot where you can attack those other 5 yards in any way you want.
1st down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. go to Barkley again. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 6. And an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 18-yard
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a group, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
Going to the ground again on first. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Short pass brought in. And he stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
First down. First and goal, Philadelphia.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Barkley has the Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles finish up an excellent opening series. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? Well, it sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Packers, nothing.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. They're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. So the Packers offense getting set for their first drive. And bringing them out now in his 6th year here in the NFL. Brock, his 3rd as a starter from Utah State. It's Jordan Love.
What's cool about Jordan's story, too, Kate, is he's officially moved beyond the story of how his career began, of sitting and waiting for his opportunity to shine. Now, well, now we just get to celebrate all these shining moments, showing off the talent that he's got.
Ball at the 33 for first down. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
First down throw. Here's Love. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You're trading a little bit of speed, sure. You sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They stick with Jacobs. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
They break the huddle. It's second down now. Love from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Turning to Jacobs on third. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Might be a sign of which way they're going to lean in clutch spots moving forward, partner. Early test on third down, and they chose to run for that first.
Yeah, no question, that just infuses your confidence big time offensively. When you can run it in that situation and move the chains, yeah, they'll do it again.
Shotgun now for Love. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the Eagles' 21-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
Love using the legs here. Offense wins zone read, but what a read by the defense. They blow it up for a loss of 4.
QB runs could be some of the most difficult plays for these defenses, but not for the defense right there. Did their homework, and they get an A+ for how they defended that play.
Offense to the line for second down. Love out of the shotgun. Caught quickly on the slant. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 7.
The Eagles into the nickel, third down coming. They'll throw, third and long. And this is going to be a Green Bay touchdown! The Packers finish off their opening drive. And that opening series, you use this word a lot with me, Brock, methodical. No massive highlights, just effective play calling, steady progress until they cross that goal line.
Yep, and to fans and fantasy football owners, might not have been a highlight, but to the coaches, the entire drive was the highlight. A great start. I mean, great start to the game where their offense stayed consistent, operated the plan just how it was drawn up, and found the end zone as a result.
Brandon McManus on for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Packers start off well to tie things 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Tank Bigsby here with the return. He's brought down just inside the 25. The Eagles about set to get going for their second drive. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath. and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, here who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Gave away a couple on the 1st down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. Throwing here, Hurts. It's a screen to Barkley. And give him 10 yards there. A lot of work done as they set up 3rd and very short.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core. Football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Barkley off the pistol give. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A 7-yard gain. And the Eagles first down.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there, and he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was looking for A.J. Brown there. So that brings up 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he stopped after ripping off an 8-yard chunk. It's 2nd down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. The run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. We're back and excited to start the second. Eagles in a nice spot to put up points. Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line.
False start, offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time.
Still 2nd down.
The jumpiness backs him up. Now 6 to go on 2nd down. Hurts now from the gun. Into traffic, complete. And he's tackled for a short gain.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4. Now Hurts. He completes it in traffic. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
It's a gain of 8. That's another Eagles first down. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Eagles.
Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Throw right side, caught by Smith. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 13-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Hurts yet again. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Barkley is in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a 2nd quarter lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown.
I just love seeing the approach of this entire offense, not settling for anything. Yeah, this running back, he's finding the end zone through the running lanes. But let's give a tip of the cap to the big boys up front because they are setting the tone. 2 drives, 2 rushing touchdowns.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7.
After is 7.
Yeah, running with it. I should probably start a head, boy, because I got all the heads, boy. All that drink, you got to chill. I be on my little mouse drip. All that rapping, pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers, pay my bills. All the books in me, I thought it made me richer. Wasn't paying me enough, I needed something quicker. So now I'm all in legal business, putting working on the phones. Either that or try to money or to make a pickup. Man, it's 2008, I'm trying to paint the picture.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. It's a touchdown ball game right now, Brock. 14-7 as they start this possession. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Fumbled it. But it looked like the Packers were able to cover it. No turnovers. They keep possession. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Still their football, but need to make some progress here. This is 2nd and long. To the air with Love. Completed over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Five men out in the secondary for the Eagles on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That's caught for the 1st. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Running on first here with Jacobs. And he's down to almost, oh, no, actually going to give him the 30 here. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior, 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
Thrown on first down, Love. Left side into the hands of Dobbs. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Eagles' 22-yard line.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Jacobs gets it on the draw. Nothing doing on the draw, Brock. That's going to send him backwards ahead of 3rd down. Well, anytime you dial up a blitz and you catch them running the draw like that, Brock, the D coordinator, he's going to be patting himself on the back right there.
He is, and not only for the call, but the execution of his player as well. Because you call a blitz, Kate, sometimes they can just run with their hair on fire. He had the awareness to stop that draw before it could get started.
And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
They're going to go. It's Love. And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on 4th down as they force the turnover.
Coaches challenged him to get the defense off the field with a stop. Rose to the challenge and delivered on that one, really overwhelming the line of scrimmage.
The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And we'll see if the perfect start can continue as they try for their 3rd touchdown in 3 drives. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. He's taken down after reaching the 30. That was Xavier McKinney that time with the tackle.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 30-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's him on the quick hitter. And this is going to get him right up near that first down. But he's marked short after a gain of 7, 3rd down.
Hey, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Barkley gets it on 3rd down. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a gain of 4 there, and that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
That's good for an Eagles 1st down.
Calm, cool, collected from this offense. Love to see it. No tunnel vision on what down it was. Just focused on executing the play in front of them.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. He gets it forward a little into his 46. Brought down by Quay Walker.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. To the air on 3rd and long. That is caught. He's got Brown. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Still has some space inside the 35. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. Barkley.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
With the wrong direction the last play, need to get forward 3 yards here on second and goal. Pressure coming, it's Hurts. Getting out to his left. And they take this in for the score. The Eagles take a 13-point lead. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles double their lead to 14.
Packers 7.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. This makes it up to the 25. The Green Bay offense about to get started once more. They passed on the field goal, didn't get it on fourth down. Interested to see what they do if a similar situation arises on this next possession. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Hey, to run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Going run again with Jacobs. Having gained up a handful there. John Campbell. Yep, another first-round defender out of Alabama. They're on the tackle.
You know, Kay, one of the reasons it's so hard to run the ball in the NFL is to move grown men off their spot against their will. You get a run play like that, you've done your job. You've moved them against their will, and you've set yourself up for some later success.
On 2nd down, Jacobs is able to drive that pile about a yard. Zach Vaughn with the tackle.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Love on 3rd and short. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up. We're to the 2-minute warning from Lambeau. And it's the Packers with a 4th and 3. And it's out of bounds. Took a bounce, and it's going to be marked right along the 30-yard line. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw, Hurts. Finds his back, here's Barkley. And he's tackled for no gain.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, kid, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Hurts looking to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line. The Packers take their first time out. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Third and long for him here. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
Now on 4th down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. Fair catch made here at the 30. Now here comes the Green Bay offense. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. They've got 1st down from the 31. Love from the gun. That's caught out right by Golden. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there, and there's nothing this defense can do.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Shotgun now for Love. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's out of bounds. A beautiful play to get that 1st down, but this could be coming back. We got to check this flag. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no. It's got to come back. They'll take 2nd down behind the sticks now after that holding call. Love out of the shotgun. Fires right away, but incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. Throw right side, and Dobbs has it. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker. 4th down. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. And Daniel Whelan heading out for another punt. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. Secures this at the 17. The Eagles setting out their offense one last time in the first half. And with that 2-score lead, partner, they've got the option here. You can sit on it, or they could try something really aggressive. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. Tight end going in motion here. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. Second down. They're just going to play it safe, sticking with the ground game, it looks like. Rolling into enemy territory. Saquon Barkley. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half.
Okay, we hear week after week how hard it is to run the football at the NFL level, and it is. But this guy today, he's making it look easy, and they rarely do that from the running back position.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. And the kick is good, so they add 7 to their lead on the final play of our first half. So a one-sided contest as we reach the break here. Let's head over to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. Out comes Green Bay. They had the first series of this second half. And that first half, they just couldn't keep up the pace. But they're going to be the ones setting the pace here to begin this third quarter. First and 10 now from the 30. Third quarter starts with a run from Jacobs. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll be first down, Packers.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Play action, Love. Cut down the field, Golden. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
36-yard line.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from first down to first down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
First down, ball at the 36. Jacobs running behind center. And that is exactly what they were after, Brock. A good 8-yard run there on first down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Handoff here to to Jacobs. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down.
There wasn't a lot there for him, but he did what he needed to do. Go get that first down. Picked up the short gain, didn't risk a big loss. Looking for a bigger lane elsewhere.
Offense is set, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Running right, here's Jacobs. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Short pass brought in. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They aren't going for this. Oh, they're going for it on an option play left. He's not going to get there. They hold him out of the end zone, partner, but it is still going to keep this offense on the field. They've got a 1st and goal.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Jacobs will not score, and it's not going to get back to the line either. I think he lost close to 3 on that play. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's 2nd and goal. Blitz coming, Love. Eagles are on it, and down he goes. Quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Need a touchdown here as they line up for 3rd and goal. Here's Love to throw. And he scores. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. How quickly things can change, partner. The pain from being taken down that prior play, yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used a pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had plenty of time to scan the field and make a throw. And he gets an immediate measure of revenge for that sack.
McManus on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers get it back to a 14-point game.
Packers 14.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Gibson now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move. through this third quarter. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
You know, quarterbacks aren't always the one dishing out punishment, but when they take it and they deliver a frozen rope, when they deliver a ball right on target just like that, and the respect factor grows hundredfold with your teammates.
Let's get to that wide complete. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Hurts now from the gun. Oh, he's going to run for it. They're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Taking off with it again. Galloping inside the 40. And Hurts gives himself up after getting that first down.
A gain of 21 more yards. That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Throw right side, caught by Goddard. Will muster a little down to the 30. Nate Hobbs in on that stop.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he's going to work ahead for a couple here. It's 3rd down now.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A 2-yard gain in the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now Hurts. Complete beyond the marker. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. There sure was a lot of trust on that play, Brock, and he proved worthy of it with that end result.
Yeah, good old receiver. Someone who just knows how to get it into the end zone is worth his weight in gold to a QB. And on that throw, there was trust there that he had a shot to find pay dirt.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Eagles stretch their lead to 21. Well, hold on a sec. We've got an Eagle hurting pretty good out there, and they're going to head out to look at him. Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
For Philadelphia.
Here comes Williams on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Out now runs the Packer offense. They're down 21 now after that last score and in need of a comeback as we work through this game. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Love now, off the play action. Completed over the middle. This gets forward to around the 29. In on his side, had that incredible breakout season last year was Zach Bond.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage, he gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
He got mighty close, didn't he? But they mark him just short of the first. He's at the 34.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. On the sneak, it's Love. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
They're set up at the 35 now. Thrown on 1st down, Love. Quick slant taken in by Dobbs. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. To the air with Love. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. No throw, 3rd and long. He finds Jacobs here underneath. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that 1st down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or 2 short for the 1st down.
All right, looks like this is the moment. They're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th. They'll run for it. Jacobs. It'll be the 1st and more. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. It's a 13-yard pickup, and no worry at all on their side from being able to reach that marker on 4th down. That was impressive.
At the 43-yard line.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Love looking to pass. This one's caught. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Packers.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
To me, now is the time to step on the gas, and you see this more and more in today's game, and it's the right move. Get that explosive run, get right back to the line of scrimmage, and don't let this defense breathe.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. From the red zone on 1st. Cut near the goal line. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. We reach the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's the Packers with the football and a chance to do some window dressing here in the 4th. They're lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1. Here's Love. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And quickly their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Touchdown and bust for him here as they set up for 3rd and goal. Love from the gun. And this is going to be a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers get it back to within 2 possessions. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
McManus on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers get it back to a 14-point game. On now is McManus to kick this away. Bigsby with the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Driving on the ground here with Barkley. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
4 yards on that 1st down run, and you're 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended target. And that means 3rd down coming up.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He'll make a big for it on the ground. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10.
Well, there was no sense in taking a risk down the field when a 1st down was just to run away. They'll get to reset now and figure out just how they want to attack a new set of downs.
1st and 10 from the 41. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
And those are the completions they rely on in their passing games.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Dotson now in motion right. Hurts on 1st down. He's got Smith again. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion. but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route from man coverage.
First down, ball at the 36. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. He's still going at the 30. And he's going to pay off his first down run with a nice pickup of 9.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. On second down, here's Barkley. Here he goes again. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
First and goal now as they try to pad this lead. They're going to run with Barkley. Shoots away from one. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Eagles make it a 3-score game in the fourth. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Those defensive coaches got to be hot, Brock. That was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened. That tackle should have ended it.
You try bringing down one of these NFL running backs in this, Kate.
Okay, touche, partner.
They see that goal line. They smell that goal line. It is no sure thing to try to bring down one of those horses before they find pay dirt.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles stretch their lead to 21.
42, Packers 21.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
For Philadelphia.
Return starts at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Packers all set to get back out there. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
Green Bay offense to the line now. First and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45. First down, and they go right back to it. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards.
You know, for pitchers, you hear them say, gosh, you got to pitch this guy backwards. For defenses, you got to do the same at times, Kate. You just can't always run it on first. You got to mix in some high percentage pass plays. Otherwise, you're going to get hit right in the face for a loss just like that.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Now Love on the play fake. Catch made. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. As I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
Love now on first and 10. Hits him on the out route. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Second down now, 7 to go. Love now to throw. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. Breaks the tackle. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up third down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Gonna keep this one and go. And they're gonna down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
Running on first here with Jacobs. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
Kate, you really do love those 5-yard gains on first down. You know what it kind of feels like? It kind of feels like making pars on the golf course, on the par 3s. And now, on the par 5s, you can go let it rip.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. There's Love to throw. Jump off, caught by his back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. So long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. 2nd down coming up.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
A 2nd down throw here for Love. From the pocket, looking for a target. Pass caught out right by Golden. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Loves to throw again. And no one had a shot at that. It's at the back of the end zone, incomplete.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
That down and distance tells you pass. More than likely, you're going to get man-to-man coverage, and your passing game is more effective. I love that call. And the trust and the belief you have in your run game that even that down and distance, you can still get the 1st.
They'll run, Jacobs. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. McManus on for the extra point. The point set right down the middle. And the Packers get it back to a 14-point game. On now is McManus to kick this away. Gibson now to return. We dodge the tackle. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
15 yards. And the Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Oh, man, these are the kind of plays you can't wait to get on film and watch the next day. Look at the fellow pass catchers. Look at the guys getting out in front, helping on that screen pass. Get your player in space. Your buddies do the rest around you, and a big play follows.
First down throwing for Hurts. He'll step up, and there he goes. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. The Packers take their first time out. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
First and 10 from the 41. Barkley trying this up the gut. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it, 2nd. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
He's hanging on to this one on the 2nd down option. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Timeout taken by the Packers, their 3rd and final one. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock.
1st down, Philadelphia.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Barkley off the pistol again. Makes a tackle. He's still going. And finally, they're able to bring him to the ground.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the 2nd one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this piece down.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. They go to Barkley again. And he scores. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles have likely locked up the win right there. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. His 5th rushing score in this game alone. And yet again, he's made a trip to the end zone, his 5th on the ground. And now just 1 more return visit away from tying that NFL single-game record. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles stretch their lead to 21. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Packers and Josh Jacobs got set to go on offense. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. All right, this is going to be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Thrown on first down, Love. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Love now. Short pass brought in. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
Only need the smallest little bit of yardage here. It is 2nd and inches. Love out of the shotgun. Brought in. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it'll be first down, Packers.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see? I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours. You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Love looking to pass. Left side into the hands of Dobbs. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Pass it down close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal at the Eagles' 4-yard line.
So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Green Bay.